The cheeky man cuts to the chase.
You know, to activate that thing?
I'll activate your thing. Hello, and welcome to Enshrined Sword of Fate. This is a fully voiced dark fantasy dating sim where you are after the fabled sword of Cietri. But after getting it, you realize that you need to get spicy with one of these three men to activate it. If only they weren't actively trying to kill you before, maybe this would be easier. Let's get started. What is your name? Suddenly I've forgotten my name. Yinny. What are your pronouns? She, her. Please select a background. Jindy, fallen, or human? Ooh, maybe fall. I don't know. I'll just be human. I'll be like regular. What humans lack in natural strength, they make up in an aptitude for magical study compared to fallen and Jindy. Many humans find work as healers or adventurers for hire. This guy's hot. He's pretty. Select this background. I want to read the other ones though. We'll probably select humans, but I want to look at the other ones. Fallen. He's hot. Fallen are angels who have been forcibly freed of their celestial bonds in heaven and are banished by their divine masters. With few exceptions, most angels seen outside the heavens are fallen. Fallen often find work as mercenaries. There's so many hot men. That's very helpful. Select another. Hey yo. What size bra you wear? The Jindy are a humanoid race known for their pointed ears and their ability to survive in harsh climates, such as mountains and deserts. Many famous warriors are Jindy. Select this background. Look folks, I'm a boring old human, because I think the dynamic between like humans and like fallen would be so interesting. Alright, your name is Innie. Your pronouns are she, her, and your background is human. Is this correct? Yes. I'm so excited. Wait, I'm being yelled at. Oh my god! A strange man's voice roars behind me, bouncing off the marble walls of the temple. There are others with him. 3 or 4 maybe, but I don't dare turn around to confirm. Just ahead of me, the sword of Cietri gleams invitingly on an altar at the end of the room. My prize is finally in sight. Once I get my hands on that sword, nothing else will matter. The sword of Cietri is an artifact that until just recently was thought to be lost to all of creation. Its power is the stuff of legend, but that legend has been told and retold so many times over the years that no one is really certain what it does anymore. Excuse me. The one thing that remains consistent is the sword has immense power, enough to radically alter the life and fortune of whoever wields it. I have my own reasons for wanting it, but anyone in my position would be a fool to pass up the chance to obtain it. The air around me crackles with magic. Goosebumps on my arms, the only warning sign I have to move as a jolt of lightning sizzles past my head. Can we just shout out the special effects? Hello? A dagger thuds into the wall where I'd been moments ago. If I had the time to stop and process how many times I've almost died tonight, I might just curl into a ball and never get up. A few steps more, another blow dodged, and I'm at the altar. My arm outstretched towards my prize. My heart races so hard I'm afraid it might burst. My pulse is a deafening roar in my ears. Time slows down as my hand closes around the sword's hilt, just like how my hand is gonna close around the other guy's hilt, if you know what I mean. It's mine. Same deal with the, you know, it's mine. It's mine. My fingers curl tightly around the sword, but it's not solely my own doing. A massive surge of energy sweeps through my body, warm and tingling, and my mind goes blank. There are bodies around me, strange hands pouring at me and trying to wrench the sword from my grasp. But I don't know who they are. I feel the dull thud of weapons against my body, but it's a distant, hollow sensation. I can't even make out the faces of my attackers. Those details just don't seem important now.
Enough!
I open my mouth and a voice I don't recognize spills from my lips. A blast of magic erupts from the sword, knocking my 3 pursuers back into the ground. My limbs feel like they're made of lead, and yet my body moves entirely on its own, flying through the air with dizzying speed and grace as it aims a sword at the 3 men.
Disrespectful insects. Bloodshed is forbidden in this hallowed place.
One of the men spits out a curse, but another simply shakes his hand.
Take your loss with dignity.
I'll take you with dignity. Hey, I should move myself because I'm like in the way. There we go.
Never. There's no such thing as a loss with dignity.
Your dignity is no concern of mine. Be silent. One of you may yet benefit.
Incredibly, the men comply. At least for the moment, none of them speak.
This one has taken possession of the sword of Cietri. But mere possession is not enough.
I was about to say, even the shadows of right? You can just tell that they're hot.
2 souls must join in body and spirit to activate its power.
You heard the sword, guys. Whip it out. I have 2 hands for a reason. I'm proficient in dual wielding. Pretty soon, one of you is going to be buried so deep inside me that when you pull out, you're going to be crowned King Arthur.
Body and spirit?
One of the men finally speaks in a tone far too flippant for the situation at hand. I want to ask for clarification myself, but I can't even move my lips on my own accord. It feels like I'm somewhere far beyond my body. I saw the cheeky man and I was just like, that's him. That's the one I want.
It is just as I have stated.
The man laughs, but he says nothing further.
Only one being may join this one in sharing the sword's power. But know this, you have only until sunrise to complete the ritual. When the sun rises, the sword will lie dormant, and this temple will be lost to all for another 100 years. Act quickly, insects. Time is running short.
The sticky haze coating my mind dissipates slowly. It feels like my brain is tingling from within. I'm okay if the sword isn't dormant. I would like the sword to be upright as the room begins to come back into focus. I can only just make out the words of one of the other men.
This.
What about me? I'm thirsty. Hey, how you doing? You come here often? He leaps at me, sword raised high. But when he brings the blade down on my shoulder, it bounces right off with a discordant clang. Forks of green lightning leap from the sword in my hand onto his body shuddering and spasming from the shock. He grunts in pain, only barely managing to keep a grip on the sword in his hand.
Give it up.
Damn it! A beautiful blue-skinned man with white hair and cold eyes steps forward. He's arrestingly gorgeous in the supernatural way only an angel can be, but he doesn't have a halo. I wonder if he's fallen.
Oh, it was worth a shot.
His teeth are gritted, but he still manages a cat-like grin despite it all. There's a malevolent sort of amusement in his expression as he looks at the blade. I think he can't help but respect its power despite his clear frustration.
I have come too far to lose to a human whelp and a fallen.
Wow, he has like breasting boobily. There's like breasting boobily and then there's like breasting boobily? I wonder if you know when he was chasing after us, I wonder if it was like jiggling. Hello, sir, I was never breastfed as a child, and I think now's my chance. Hello? A third man steps forward. Massive and imposing. Yeah, he's massive, alright. He towers over the others. I can tell by his pointed ears and strange attire he must be Jindy. But I'd never heard of them ranging out this far. I suppose the sword must have lured this man beyond their usual territory in the mountains.
That sword belongs in the hands of a king.
And your sword belongs in the hands of me. The angry man looks at me expectantly, as if he thinks I must surely agree. He strikes me as the sort of man who's used to getting his way. Often.
Guess we'll just go home then.
The cheeky man's jeering sarcasm feels especially grating in a tense atmosphere. We're clearly not getting anywhere like this. There's a lot to work with. Slaps his boob. Listen, I'm sure we can all come to an agreement here. Yes. You guys ever heard of triple wielding? You guys ever seen Zoro from One Piece? That's me. That's what I can do. You guys should just take it out. But where do I even begin? I might be back in control of myself, but finding the words is taking considerable effort.
The time constraint that voice placed upon us means we have no way of unlocking the sword's power anywhere but here. This temple is far too remote, the journey too arduous. It can only be activated by one of the three of us.
Excuse me? Well, this is very distracting. I finally managed to control my mouth enough to make a coherent sound. The three men all turned to look at me as one. Wow. Wow. Look at his tummy. This is why God blessed us with the gift of multitasking. I have 2 hands and 3 holes for a reason. So I can't concentrate with you looking at me like that.
Did you hear any of that? You didn't appear to be with us.
I'm listening. I was listening. Yeah, I could still hear everything, but I couldn't move. I could barely even think.
So, you heard the whole speech about one of us needing to f*** you?
One of us? Why not all 3 of you? Listen, I propose a wager. You guys just all come at me and come on later. And whoever does it first seals the deal with the sword, right? So you all 3 of you get a chance. I get to have the time of my life. And then at the end of it, someone comes out a winner. Me. That seems so fair. So fair. The cheeky man cuts to the chase with all the subtlety of a rhino.
You know, to activate that thing?
I'll activate your thing. Is that actually what it meant? I decide to blame my voice cracking on losing control of my body. It's definitely not nerves.
Sex has great power in magic rituals, It is not so unusual.
Okay, had a lot of sex, have you? I'd always heard angels were uptight about sex and intimacy, but this guy doesn't even bat an eyelash. Maybe Fallen are different. So, what about the rest of you? It's hard to even comprehend what's being said to me here, and so casually too. I'm just gonna choose one of you to sleep with and then...
What choice is there? You will lie with me and give the sword to its true owner.
The Jinni man's voice booms over the others, somehow taking up just as much space as his massive body. Emphasis on massive. Now hold on a minute. I don't manage more than a few words before the cheeky man interrupts me.
Yeah? What's to stop me from killing both of you and taking it for myself?
You can't, you idiot. The cheeky man points his sword at the others, but nobody actually seems concerned.
Did you not hear? Bloodshed is forbidden in this sacred place. But if you'd like to be electrocuted again, be my guest.
Maybe he likes it.
Perhaps the punishment will be worse with each successive violation. Shall we find out?
Oh, the graceful man is so pretty.
What? And give you assholes the satisfaction? Not good.
The cheeky man curls his arms behind his head, giving the rest of us a lazy grin.
So?
The angry man folds his arms over his barrel chest, and the other two look at me. Oh, now you're interested in what I have to say. With so much whirling through my brain, I decide to say the simplest thing that comes to mind. At least tell me your names.
What good does my name do you?
His nostrils flare, but he complies nonetheless.
I am King Dima Iltindi of Ares, and I am the only one worthy of that weapon.
But you already have another weapon in your pants. It's huge.
Nikita, but everyone calls me Nico. But you can call me whatever you want if you give me that sword.
Shut up. What the hell? Oh, it's getting kind of hot in here. I'm calling baby girl. So I need to know your name so I know what to scream later.
You may call me June.
You're so straightforward and lovely. I like you. I want to braid his hair so bad. He lowers his head in a small, graceful little bow. I'm Enny.
A pleasure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, charmed, honored.
Look at him rolling his eyes.
I grow tired of your mouth, boy.
I don't. Can I use it?
Get on with it and make your choice. I can only stay my hand for so long.
Well, if you want to take a turn getting zapped, be my guest, bro. Big, dumb meathead like you probably won't even feel it. You should totally go for it.
It's so funny. Got his attitude, let me at him.
Clever. But even if that worked on him,
It will not!
you will find me a bit harder to eliminate.
Maybe you guys should all just kiss.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
This is getting old. Fast. Shut up! All of you, shut up! All three of their heads snap towards me. Nico gives me a rude grin.
What are you gonna do about it?
What are you gonna do about it, weather boy? I know, what if we all made out? Yeah, what if we just like... How about you guys sit in a circle and pass me around like a blunt? Blunt rotation, except it's me and I'm getting passed around. Be quiet for half a second so I can tell you. I look at these three strange men assembled before me. The thought of being intimate with one of them is... appealing. Appealing, because I'm a big slut. Look, the circumstances aren't great. I've done far worse in my life for less reward. I've done what now? But even still, I can't make this decision lightly. The sword's power is life-altering. I can't just pick one of you at random. I need more information to make my decision. So, I'm gonna ask you all some questions.
Oh, great. I'm an even better orator than I am a swordsman.
Uh-huh.
So your words are as dull as your blades.
Diva lets out a bold laugh.
Let us not waste any more time. Ask your questions and be done with it.
I look at the men standing before me, and I decide to begin with, let's go left to right. Jun, your turn, Jun.
Yes.
Why do you want the sword?
I am here at my master's behest. He wishes to possess the sword for his own reasons.
Dima and Nico's reactions are both swift and intense.
Your master? You are asserting your claim to an artifact for a man who has not even the backbone to do it himself?
I'm not losing out to some rich lapdog.
I really like Nico's dialogue. I hope, during, actual romantic sex, he's really blushy. Jin is unrattled. Perhaps he expected this.
That is what I said, yes.
Why does your master want it? Alright then. Why does your master want the sword? You said he has his own reasons, but I'm gonna need a little more than that.
It may not be the answer you hoped for, but that is the answer I have given. I do not make a habit of disclosing more information than necessary.
Well, I don't make a habit of f***ing people who don't give me more information. A little, like, sigh at the end. Nico laughs, loud, harsh, and rude.
The fact that you think that bullshit, nothing answer is gonna get you the sword is honestly hilarious. Like, thank you. Seriously.
Dima shakes his head. An understated reaction from such a loud man.
The rest of us have sacrificed much to be here. Your master has sacrificed nothing.
Think what you like. It is no concern of mine. My only concern is the sword.
What do you value most in life?
Competence.
Fair? Dima and Nico, two men who seem to have no problem sharing their outsized reactions to things, are surprisingly silent. Perhaps his answer was so unexpected no one really knows what to say. I respect that. Actually. So many people in this world get by lying, cheating, and stealing. All you can really rely on is hard work, so I respect that in others.
Precisely.
It goes without saying that hard work and competence should be valued.
I'll show you hard.
Do you praise others for remembering to breathe?
In a sex context, maybe.
Probably. You know, if they do it competently.
I'll do you competently.
Nothing more important than that.
Nico and Dima both wear twin smirks. They're so different, but razzing Jun for his priorities has united them. At least temporarily. I may be partial to Nico, but you know, they're all hot. Look at Dima. Do you think he'll kill me if I ask him what size bra he wears?
Perhaps if either of you were more competent, you'd have attained the sword on your own.
And then I'd be the one asking stupid questions.
Hey!
A sobering thought.
What did you sacrifice to be here?
I have made the same sacrifices as the rest of you, namely risking life and limb. We have all gathered the same difficult-to-find reagents and endured the onerous ritual required to point the way to this temple. I did so without complaint. It is part of my service.
There's really only one way to get to this temple. And the things I had to do, we all had to do. He talks about it so casually, like it was a leisurely stroll through the market and not a trial in and of itself. Is he messing with us? Is he just that much stronger than the rest of us? You must be awfully strong then. I can't speak for anyone else, but I went through a lot to get here. I thought I was gonna die more than once. To see you speak of the journey here so flippantly, you must be some kind of divine champion. What do we have to do to get here? I want to know. Dima slaps his chest. The sound of his meaty palm meeting his even meatier pectorals echoing through the enclosed space of the temple. Can I also do it? Can I slap his
Absolutely not.
Hello, sir. Please don't kill me, but may I politely request that I be allowed to jiggle your
I have done things to get here that would shock and horrify the weak of heart.
like slap your
You think just because I speak of my experiences with the appropriate amount of respect, while this pretty boy bats his eyelashes and tosses his silken hair over his shoulders and dismisses our sacrifices? You think this makes him stronger than me? There is no universe where this small man can stand against me in a contest of strength.
Be that as it may, but it's not strength that always wins every single battle, though.
Yeah, all that.
How about you?
It is interesting that you all are so threatened by me.
I am not threatened by anything!
Yes, that much is clear.
Guess that's everything for now.
I await your decision.
Dima, you're up.
You will address me as King Dima.
No, I won't.
And I warn you, do not waste my time with foolish questions. What would you ask of me?
Why do you want the sword? Why do you want the sword?
An artifact of such power belongs in the hands of one who would wield it properly.
I'll show you wielding an artifact properly. Give me your weeder. How many penis jokes can I fit into this? I can't wait to make him blush. He's gonna blush so prettily. Do you think when he blushes, he also blushes down his neck and over the top of his chest? And just what does that mean to you? How would you wield it properly?
With honor and strength.
I'll show you how I'll wield it properly. I'll spin it clockwise. You ever heard?
Honor and strength.
I was gonna say, Nico, you ever had a meat spin? And then this just caught me off guard. He makes a vulgar gesture near his hip, vigorously stroking an invisible with his fist. At least we know he's got good technique.
Honor and strength ain't worth shit in this world.
Demon's anger is palpable as he turns on the smaller man.
I have already bade you hold your tongue, whelp. Be silent or I will silence you.
I remind you both that fighting is forbidden in this place.
But Jun is so sick of everybody's shit. He's so done.
Yeah.
King Dima, please answer the question. Why do you want the sword?
I told you, It belongs in the hands of my people. I will see us restored to greatness.
You can do better than that. Demon's nostrils flare.
Better than what?
The whole, making my people great thing. Everybody wants to be great. I'm trying to get a little deeper. Yeah, in more ways than one. Jun smiles, a bit warmer than I've seen from him thus far.
Yes, she can hardly make her decision with such vague answers.
This conversation is between the two of us. If my answers do not suit you,
Nico does his best impression of the Jindy King.
Make your peace with it and be silent.
I think Nico's gonna get punched. Demon's powerful hands curl into fists, nearly trembling with the effort of holding back from hitting Nico. He's such a little
do not think your insolence will be tolerated endlessly, human. The time will come when we leave this place. And when we do, I will bring your head back to my village.
Keep talking shit, jackass. Enjoy that confidence while you can.
If you two are quite finished, perhaps we can continue.
Oh, I love them all so much.
Hey, be my guest.
I have nothing more to say to this buffoon.
What do you value most in life?
Strength and honor.
Why bother asking? I could have told you he'd say that.
Do you think it's some insult to predict the consistency of a king? My people must know my beliefs. A worthless layabout like you with no values to speak of changes his beliefs with the blowing of the breeze.
I'll show him blowing.
Yeah, and I don't have to answer for shit. It's great.
Can you just answer the question, please?
Indeed. We have precious little time to spend listening to the two of you argue at every turn. Neither of you respects the other. Understood?
Thank you, Jun.
For once, I agree.
Yeah, no arguments there. You can just assume I think this guy sucks.
Likewise.
What did you sacrifice to be here?
A Jindy king never leaves his people. Not unless circumstance demands it, as in times of war or conquest. To leave my people in their time of need.
Things must be dire indeed if a sword of legend is your only option.
Dima narrows his eyes at Jun.
I will not discuss my people's plight with vultures, thieves, and betrayers. All you need to know is this. I cannot return to them empty-handed. I will not.
It's not really up to you, I respect the conviction, but you're making an awful lot of assumptions. All of us have our reasons for being here.
Yes, and my reasons are the most worthy.
Not true.
A king does not meekly back down from his doom.
Back down loud and annoying.
All you need to do at the moment is respect the process.
Yeah, you listen to us, nerds.
Yeah, respect the process.
He's so... Hey, look at him. Look, he's so smug.
Do not lecture me about respect, whelp. You would know respect if it struck you in the face.
We do not have unlimited reserves of time. Put more simply, let us get on with it.
Yes, let us get on with it. And by get on, I mean all of you get on me. I guess that's all the questions I have for you now.
Hurry and conclude so I can take the sword and be done with it.
Your turn, Nico.
This'll be fun. Hit me.
Yeah, I wish I could. On the butt. Why do you want the sword?
They say the sword can heal the sick. And my dear old dad's real sick.
That's a really noble goal. Wait, I thought you just wanted it for riches and glory.
He spent his entire life in service to others. A downright saint, really. And what does he get for it but some f***ed up plague? So I needed to fix him.
Selflessness? From you, an obvious lie.
It's honestly incredible the way your mouth just moves without any input from your little pea brain. You're a miracle of nature.
Oh, and you are an affront to the gods and men.
Oh my god, you want to talk? That's so sweet, Nico. Oh, Nico, that's so sweet you want to help your father.
Yeah, that's me. Real stand-up guy.
You better not be lying to me, you little sh**. I'll tell you now, if you lie to me, I will never touch your again. I'm giving you one chance here. If you break this chance, you are getting punched in the butt.
An angel, really.
You're pushing it. He looks over at Jun, who only smiles coldly.
You know, without a halo. Just like you.
No god would ever take a vile wretch like you into his service.
A mercy, then, that he was born human.
A real shame is what it is.
The banter, I need to breathe. It's so funny. What do you value most in life?
Doing the right thing.
Are you lying to me? I warned you.
What sort of nonsense is this? Doing the right thing?
That's quite a vague answer.
sorry you people can't understand it. It's real black and white for a good guy like me.
I think he's messing with us. I need you to take this seriously. This isn't a joke. Nico curls his arms behind his head, fixing me with a look that suggests he's fully aware of how annoying he's being.
Now what makes you think I'm not taking this seriously?
Oh, you cannot speak a single word without that disrespectful smirk on your wretched face.
Let me make myself perfectly clear, Nico. Your ball and your are in my hands. So, if you want me to sit on it and give you a chance at the sword by fandangling your wim-wam, you better be telling me the truth.
You have no respect.
So true. If you lie, I'm twisting it sideways.
That's just what my face looks like. Seems to me like it's you who's disrespectful. Not very kingly of you to make fun of a guy's looks.
Mind your tongue, Cloud, lest you lose it before the night is up.
Perhaps you should try another topic.
Maybe. They might like that true. What did you sacrifice to be here?
I left my sick dad at home to fend for himself. Poor guy's bedridden. Can't even wipe his own ass.
You better not be lying about the sick dad.
Could be dead by now, for all I know.
You're awfully nonchalant about that. Nico wipes a tear away, sniffling.
Didn't you come here to save his life? You don't sound very concerned about his death.
So true.
You would speak of your own father's death so flippantly? You truly have no respect.
You sacrifice your father. You'd sacrifice your father's life to get the sword.
Whoa, whoa. It ain't like I laid him down on the altar and put my sword to his neck.
It's a little confusing that you're so flippant about your father's life when he's your entire reason for being here.
What's confusing? I can't control what happens to him when I leave. Being here is my best and only shot to save him. If I don't come, then he dies for sure.
You seem to be retreating into semantics at a time when we are trying to understand your intentions. That's an interesting strategy.
Strategy? There's not a single worthwhile thought in that empty head. Only quick talk and insults.
Wow, you really got me pegged.
I'll have you pegged.
You ever get tired of being a king? You ought to do psychic readings.
Kings do not tire of their duties, lout.
Aw, too bad.
I guess that's everything for now.
Well, if you think of anything else, I'll be here. Waiting for that sword.
Thank you for answering my questions. I guess I should make my decision.
Wait,
What is it?
you have asked us your questions. You should allow us to ask you some in turn.
What? Did you guys not forget that the sword, I have it? It's in my hands?
Perhaps you will find our intentions or values align in places you hadn't expected.
I'll align you in places that I expected.
You seek to delay the inevitable.
No?
No, I will accept any decision made. I only seek to give her as much information as possible.
Nico taps his fingers on his sword handle impatiently.
I mean, I don't see what difference it makes.
The eye roll sprite is so cute.
But whatever. I'll do it.
I guess that's fair. Demon's nostrils flare.
One question. And then you will decide. I will not have any more of my time wasted.
One question each.
Alright.
I will begin. You have asked each of us what we intend to do with the sword.
Uh-huh.
I would know what it is you intend for it.
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Me? Well, I never want to answer to anyone else again. I never want to answer to anyone else again. Starting now, I'm in charge of my own life. What I choose to do with the sword after this has nothing to do with the rest of you. I'm only even answering these questions to give you guys one last chance to tell me something helpful. Demon looks angry, but maybe less angry than usual.
As king, it is my right to receive an answer from you.
You have no power here.
Sword or no, you will answer my questions when you are called to. But if your motivations are not for the ears of those two, then that is something I understand. You will simply tell me in private once you choose me.
Nico snorts.
What, the two commoner clowns don't deserve information? Real fucking kingly of you, you royal dickness.
It is quintessentially kingly of him, in fact.
Alright, me next. Tell us your most embarrassing moment.
What? Dima and Jun both react at once. Though Jun's response is predictably more subtle than Dima's.
You make a mockery of this process at every turn!
A fascinating choice.
What? It's just as stupid as your question. Might as well get some good entertainment out of this.
You go first. If we're sharing embarrassing moments, then you can go first, Nico.
Okay, sure. One time, I stood here in this temple and someone asked me a bunch of stupid questions.
Man, hey! This was your question, Nico.
A shame you won't lead by example. I would have liked to hear your story.
There is no need. The boy himself is an embarrassment for the ages.
A guy with his tits and thighs out and a dead wolf on his shoulders is gonna tell me I'm embarrassing?
Help. Oh my god.
You've got balls, your majesty.
Yes, he does. I'm holding them.
Bigger than you could ever imagine, whelp.
Can I see? Can we compare sizes?
If we are finished discussing each other's bodies, perhaps I could ask my question? What do you find most attractive in a prospective partner?
Oh, do you want to get married? Why is he laughing?
Are you trying to get a f***ing date, June?
Jun, as ever, is unbothered.
The sword can only be unlocked by connecting with another in body and spirit. It is a valid question to determine which of us is most appropriate.
Absolutely ridiculous. Comparing the three of us physically is a joke.
You know not everyone's into muscle-bound freaks, right?
Hey, there's no need to insult each other. Like I said, blunt rotation, you guys can just pass me around.
Muscles are not the only factor in physicality, oaf. A king like me has a sensuality.
Attraction is a subjective thing. Your muscles and height may be repulsive to some.
Just as your soft features and meek personality may be repulsive to others.
I don't think he's meek.
A funny guy like me is everyone's type, though.
Your ego better be as big as your wiener. I didn't see Jun blushing ASAP. I want to see all of them blush. The three of them turn to look at me. I suddenly feel put on the spot.
Well?
I can find something attractive about anyone. Nothing harder than a good sense of humor. If you can make me laugh, then you're already on your way in. And by in, let's just say, I mean, my vagina. Nico curls his arms behind his head, wearing an expression that clearly says he believes he's about to be chosen.
Like I said, funny guy like me is everyone's type.
Yes, now whip your out.
If I can make him laugh, I can bet.
Well, hang on a second. But if you lie to me, you won't get to bet anything.
By your foolish logic, a clown is more suitable for betting than a king.
I don't know about that. You're a clown and a king, and I can't imagine anyone willingly f***ing you.
Me? I'm anyone. Hello?
I have betted more people than you have met in your entire life, mongrel. Do not project your failures onto me.
I'm doing just fine in the betting department, thanks.
I think you're both lying. I think you both have never f***ed in your life. I think the one here who probably has f***ed more than both of you is Jun.
Yes, the defensiveness on display here is truly the hallmark of two men who have no trouble betting others.
See? See what I mean? I don't think I can put this off any longer. I've asked them my questions. They've asked me theirs. I've gotten all the information I could possibly get in such a short amount of time. It's decision time. The man I've chosen to share the sword with is, and in turn also partake in his sword, Jun.
That pompous snake in the grass?
That guy shared jack and shit about himself. Good luck making that connection.
Bitterness is unbecoming of you, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
He's so smug. Look at him. He's like, haha, because I get the sword and you guys get nothing. He walks forward to join me, and I lead him over to the altar. Wait, in front of everybody? Oh well. Just as I'm starting to wonder if we're gonna have to do this on the altar, something catches my eye. A tile that bulges strangely. When I press it with my foot, a staircase appears at the base of the altar. Yeah, I would notice a bulge. Coming from someone like me, bulges are my specialty. I look at Jun, and he follows me down the stairs without another word. The two of us descend the stairs, emerging into a room that seems almost as if it was made for this particular purpose. Nico and Demon's voices fade into nothing behind us. Thank goodness, because this is awkward enough. I don't need to hear Nico's jibes while we do this. You don't know, maybe Nico likes being cucked. Congratulations, you reached the end of the demo. No! But also I can't wait to play the full game. That was so good and really, really funny. Enshrined is actually made by a really good friend of mine. Her name is Suha. You probably experienced some of Suha's work. Suha's worked on First Bite. She's worked on When the Night Comes. She's also the voice acting director on Touch Starved. And she's also written some characters for Date Everything. Some of the characters that she's written includes Daisuke, Dirk and Harper, and also River as well, who are some of my absolute favorites. But no, back to this. Suha is so incredibly talented, and I had so much fun playing this game. But yeah, I'm really intrigued by the premise of the plot because it's such a cool dynamic to have, I guess, like this sort of affinity to characters who were previously hostile towards you because you both wanted the same thing, and now you're essentially forced to work together so that you can achieve said goal, but you can only pick one. It'll be really cool to see how that pans out in the future. Like, does the relationship start off antagonistic and does it slowly mellow out based on your choices, or is it going to end poorly? I think there is a lot to explore here, and I'm very, very excited to do so. The writing, as per usual, is top notch. I adored it. The jokes are really funny. And also, the humor and the banter between the love interests was really natural and really, really good, because I was able to just bounce off it and make a lot of like jokes and hints and here and there whenever the guys spoke, and I adored it so much. I feel like I could vibe really well with this, including like, because the setting is intriguing, the characters are hot as heck, and just the writing was a massive standout, and I genuinely can't wait to see more of what happens next. But which one out of the love interests is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And also, if you guys want to check out Enshrined, the demo is live right now during Steam Next Fest. You can download in the link that I pinned in the description box below. I hope you guys have a lovely time and that you enjoy yourselves. And also, don't forget to add Enshrined to your wish list so that you can support the developers and the game as well. But thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. And if you'd like to support my channel, feel free to check out the links in my description box below. Supporting is absolutely not mandatory, but very, very appreciated. But that's all for now. I appreciate you guys being here so much, and until the next hot fictional man, take care.